Dr. Sanjeev Bagai joins us. He's the chairperson for Nephron. Thank you very much. Very good evening, Mr. Bagai. Very rarely do I get you in for topics that discuss world matters, world politics. It's difficult to see whether this can be seen in isolation of politics, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai. But first, let's straight go to what Donald Trump has said. There seems to be a lot of narratives around vaccines, particularly post-COVID. In this case, of course, it's vaccines for young children. Now, Donald Trump has not made any direct link, but what many say or argue that he has done is reignite or pander to misinformation. As a doctor, how do you look at this?
Good evening. So I think for a very long time, the cliche goes that science and politics are never good bed partners. They are the worst of enemies. So we should never mix the two. Now, vaccines per se have been saving, and this is worldwide data, WHO data, published in various journals, including in Lancet, the World Health Study in 2024. More than 5 million deaths have been saved every year because of vaccines. In the last 50 years, more than 154 million deaths have been averted because of vaccines, and out of which 146 million averted specifically under the age group of 5. We've seen smallpox being eradicated. Most of the world, barring a few countries, are polio-free, and so on. Vaccines do not cause autism. I repeat again, vaccines do not cause autism. There were 2 fraudulent papers which have been hence retracted. Both were published in 1998 in Lancet, which was based on the MMR vaccine, and again in 2002 on measles vaccines by the same author known as Mr. Andrew Wakefield. They've been retracted because the study's methodology was flawed. It was not a randomized controlled trial. There was no double-blind controlled trials, and the studies were flawed. Like I said, there is no link, direct or indirect, between vaccines and autism. And subsequent to that, there have been various studies, more than 12 large multicentric international global studies, which have proven that there is no link of any vaccine with autism. Even the aspect of mercury being present as a preservative in some of the vaccines has now been removed. Autism is a multifactorial, largely genetic, environmental induced, pregnancy factors induced neurodevelopmental disorder which has cognitive dysfunction. No link to vaccines at all.